Hey everyone, welcome back to Sacred Cards. Today I'm going to share with you an update to my Traptrix deck profile post Age of Overlord. This is a deck I've enjoyed playing for several years now. In the past, this is a deck I've played many different ways, trying to work in a lot of different traps. I've tried playing more hand traps to make it more of a mid-tier deck, and constantly messing around with the ratios. I find I'm never quite satisfied, so I made this deck to do what Traptrix do best, and that is using their own support to its fullest potential. So I really hope you enjoy this list. Be sure to check out the other content and deck profiles on my channel. We're almost at 100 subscribers, and I can't tell you how thankful I am to be a part of this amazing community, and I really appreciate all the love and support. So with all that said, I'll go through my deck list and try and explain the cards as best I can. Let's get into the deck profile. First off, we play 3 copies of Traptrix Murmillo. When she is normal summoned, she can search a whole trap card from your deck, and when special summoned, she pops a spell or trap on the opponent's side of the field, and that is a mandatory effect. So it's good for triggering your Sarah. 3 copies of Traptrix Mantis. When normal summoned, she can add a Traptrix monster from deck to hand. She can also, quick effect, return a set trap you control back to the hand, which can sometimes protect them if they are targeted. Next, 3 copies of Traptrix Pudica. When normal summoned, she can add a copy of your Traptrix Garden field spell from deck to hand, and when special summoned, she can banish a special summon monster on your opponent's field. Now for the 2-ofs, run 2 copies of Traptrix Dionea. I was considering bumping this one up to 3, but Dionea can special summon a Traptrix monster from graveyard when normal summoned, and when she is special summoned, she can set a whole trap card from the graveyard. Though it is banished at the end of the next end phase if you don't use it. 2 copies of Traptrix Arachnacampa. Absolutely love this card, and another one I was considering bumping up to 3, but we'll see. This is one of the best extenders, as she can special summon herself from the hand if you control another Traptrix monster. Her other effect protects all your set back row the first time they might be destroyed. Good for stopping cards like Harpy's Feather Duster, or protecting rather. For the non-Traptrix monsters, I'm still on 3 Parallel Exceed. This is a great card for making your rank 4 plays, because when you link summon, you can special summon this card to a zone link monster points to, then special summon another from deck. So it's great to seeing in your opening hand, as having any level 4 on the field is good for the deck. And then last of the monsters, I play 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Just a great all-around hand trap. This stops a lot of plays and gives you a chance should you have to go second. I was running 6 hand traps before, but I found it was just too much, so 3 copies of Ash is perfect in my opinion. That's it for the monsters. Now on to the spells. I'm still on 2 copies of Traptrix Garden. This field spell, I know a lot of decks have only played 1, but I'm noticing 2 is becoming a bit more common. It is searchable, but you don't mind seeing 1 in your opening hand, especially if you draw into a bunch of Traptrix monsters. Oh, guess I should explain it a bit. It does a lot for the deck by giving you an extra normal summon, protects your monsters the first time they would be destroyed by battle each turn. Plus, you can banish a monster you control and special summon 1 from your hand or graveyard. This pairs very well with our next spell card, which is 3 copies of Traptantalizing Tune. Now, I know what you're thinking, where's Prosperity? I was testing Pot of Prosperity, but the extra deck is so crucial, and I found this card has so much synergy with the deck, and you have many options for the discard cost, which you can easily recover and recycle back to your hand, field, or deck. You can discard a Traptrix monster or any trap card, draw 2 cards from the deck, and it also has the ability that you can banish this card, then target a banished Traptrix monster or any normal trap and place it on the bottom of your deck. Now that is it for the spells. Now for the trap cards, beginning with the Trap Hole lineup. 3 copies of Traptrix Holitea. Pretty standard. It can be activated the turn it is set by discarding any normal trap. It becomes a Traptrix name on the field, and when it is in the graveyard, it can banish itself to special summon another name from the grave. 2 copies of Gravedigger's Trap Hole. I was actually running 1 copy before, but I bumped it back up to 2 just because this card is so good. When your opponent activates a card in the hand, graveyard, or banish pile, you can negate it and burn your opponent for 2,000 life points. Next is another card I was running at 1, but again bumped it back up to 2 copies. Floodgate Trap Hole. Not once per turn, when your opponent summons a monster or monsters, change them to face down defense position, and they cannot change their battle positions. Great for disrupting your opponent. For the last of the Trap Hole lineup, I play 1 copy of Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, 1 copy of Banishing Trap Hole, and 1 copy of Bottomless Trap Hole. Trap Hole Nightmare, when a monster that was special summoned this turn activates its effect, negate that effect and destroy that card. Banishing Trap Hole is a new addition to the deck. It has the ability that when your opponent summons a monster with 1500 or less attack, banish it face down. And Bottomless Trap Hole, when a monster is summoned with 1500 or more attack, destroy it and banish it. Now that is it for the Trap Hole cards. Next, 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. It will negate a monster effect and all spells in the column you activate it in. Good if you have to go second because it can be activated in the hand. Another good going second card, 3 copies of Evenly Matched. Managed to pull a collector's rare and a quarter century secret rare in my box of rarity collection. You can skip straight to battle phase, clear your opponent's board, and then you can set up your plays and hopefully gain some card advantage. So that is it for the main deck. Now moving on to the extra deck. 3 copies of our best monster, Traptrix Sarah. The heart and soul of the deck. When any normal trap is activated, you can special summon a Traptrix monster from your deck, and when any Traptrix effect is activated, she can set a whole card from the deck. Oops. And then I run 1 copy of Traptrix Kularia, 1 copy of Traptrix Adipus. With Kularia, if you activate a whole card, you can set it back face down so you can use it again. Plus, during the end phase, she can special summon a Traptrix monster from the graveyard. With Adipus, she will boost all your monsters' attack by 1000, and once per turn, you can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of insect plant monsters you have, negate their effects, then you can banish any normal trap from your graveyard to destroy one of those cards. Last of the Link monster I play is 1 copy of SP Little Knight. Brand new card from Age of Overlord. I was fortunate enough to pull this card out of my box. Little Knight has the effect that if it is Link summoned using a monster from the extra deck, you can target a card on the field or either graveyard, banish it. Also, when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, target 2 face-up cards on the field, including one of yours, and banish them until the end phase. Extremely powerful card and very easy to make in this deck, so 1 copy of SP Little Knight. Next, for the rank 4s, I play 2 copies of Traptrix Rafflesia. I still like 2 copies of this card. You always want to try to make her going first because she can detach a material to activate any whole trap card in your deck for whatever you might need at the time. And she protects your monsters from being destroyed by battle or card effects when she is on the field. Next, probably one of my favorite monsters is 2 copies of Traptrix Penguicula. You can detach a material to search a Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand. Also, when your opponent's monster is sent to the graveyard or banished by card effect, yours or your opponent's, you can attach that card as material, then it is unaffected by other monsters with the same type as the material under it. Then last of the Traptrix monsters, 1 copy of Traptrix Olimaris. With her, you can detach 2 materials to special summon a Traptrix monster from the grave, or when a monster is banished or sent to the graveyard by your card effect, you can detach 1 material to special summon that monster to your side of the field. Good for stealing one of your opponent's monsters. For the non-Traptrix rank 4 monsters, I play 1 copy of Time Thief Redoer and 1 copy of number 41, Baguska. With Redoer, during each standby phase, it will attach the top card of your opponent's deck as material. You can quick effect, detach up to 3 different types of material and apply the effects depending on what you detached. If it's a monster, banish this card until the end phase. If it's a spell, you can draw a card, and if it's a trap, you can non-target, place 1 face-up card your opponent controls on top of the deck. Oh, sorry, forgot to explain Baguska there. Baguska is great for stalling your opponent and does not affect your link monsters. During your standby phase, you have to detach a material, if not, destroy this card. The idea is you put this card in defense position and it changes all face-up monsters on the field to defense and negates their effects. For the last 2 cards I play in the extra deck, 1 copy of AA Zeus and 1 copy of Super Star Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis. Zeus has the ability that if an Xyz monster battles this turn, you can stack this card on top of its materials. Then quick effect, detach 2 materials and send all other cards on the field to the graveyard. If another card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can attach a card from your hand, deck, or extra deck as material. Typhon has the effect that during the turn or turn after your opponent's special summoned twice from the extra deck, you can Xyz summon this card with your monster with the highest attack. While this Xyz summon monster is on the field, neither player can activate monster effects with 3,000 or more attack. Also, you can detach a material from this card and non-target, return a monster from the field to the hand. Well, that is it for the deck profile. I really hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything you like or don't like, feel free to leave me a comment telling me what you think. Be sure to like the video if you did, and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for your support, and enjoy the Sacred Cards.